Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, gonna be taking a look at the best 6 brawlers currently inside of the Brawl Stars meta. So as you guys know, it's been probably over a week now since the balance changes, the meta's kind of developed, and we know our solid top 6. So we're going into that. As you can see as well, won the challenge 10-0, and also got the exclusive pins, which is pretty cool. But before we get into today's video, make sure you're using the creator code in the shop. That'd be greatly appreciated. And without further ado, let's jump into today's video. Alright guys, so moving on to the 6th best brawler currently inside of the meta, we have Leon. So Leon's still inside of a top 6 in my opinion, and especially with this lollipop gadget. So not really too many brawlers that counter Leon in this meta, and he's just so good in so many different maps. Any defensive map, any map with walls on it, you're going to have really good value with this Leon gadget, and for the most part, you're going to be able to stack your super so easily. So I'm going to pop my super right here, the Invisi-Heal combo as well, just going to be so strong. You can basically use Leon in so many different combinations, on so many different game modes. I feel like he's meta on every single game mode right now, so he's absolutely insane. Make sure you guys are pushing him, because I'm pretty sure that with whenever the next balance changes drops, surely this lollipop drop has to get nerfed, because it's just too strong. There needs to be like a limitation on how long you can actually deploy it on the field. But that was a really quick game there, but showing off the Leon as the 6th best brawler in the game. Let's hop into the 5th best brawler. Alright guys, so jumping into the 5th best brawler currently inside of the game, we have Stu. So Stu was a little bit underrated in the last meta, but now in competitive we're seeing a usage of him a lot more. He's so strong inside of his current meta. He can be used on so many maps, and still with the wall break gadget, a lot of the times you'll see Stu combined with brawlers like Brock, because like Stu, you have this kind of middle brawler where you can be a lot of brawlers in their 1v1 scenarios, but also you have obviously Brock that's going to just break open the walls really easily. So that combination alone is just super strong, and one reason why Stu is so meta. Let's see if we can dash out of Ashe's range there, but yeah, you probably don't want to watch me on Stu. I'm a really bad Stu. If you're thinking of other players that you probably want to take some tips off, you want to see the likes of Drage, some antique Lenane. If you want to watch any type of competitive gameplay, you'll see how strong Stu is right now. So yeah, Stu definitely really strong. I would say you probably want to avoid him a little bit in Power League, because he can get countered by brawlers like Spike, Tara. So he's a brawler that you can easily figure out the counters too. But just overall in general play and inside of ladder and inside of competitive, he's a super strong pick. So Stu's still really strong. I'm kind of waiting for the moment where he's not strong. There's not really been a meta where he hasn't thrived in. So ever since like the release of him, it's just been a little bit obnoxious, because it's a really hard brawler to deal with. He's constantly like dodging around, he's always healing up, he does a lot of damage, and it's so hard to kill in those 1v1 scenarios. So hopefully sometime soon he might actually receive a nerf, but it's not looking very likely at the moment. So also other picks that I didn't actually put on the list, don't want to ruin it all, but those brawlers like Spike, Sandy, that just missed out on the list barely. They're obviously really good lane picks also against the Stu as well, so you got to bear that in mind. Moise actually popping off here. Don't think I included him in top 6 as well. He's also a really solid option in this meta. Ashe probably going to destroy us in this 1v1, especially with a pogo heal, and he's got a rage as well. That is just crazy how he's able to get that rage and so much HP. So hopefully we're able to pass this off. Probably going to struggle against the Ashe as well, because those single shot supers are just so annoying to deal with. 30 seconds left. Let's see if we're able to do anything here. Okay, Jack is in the bush. Yeah, this is probably going to be a GG right there. But yeah, Stu, absolutely insane. Nothing more to really say. Just same old stuff with him, really. And yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to stop this one. No, that is a big rip. That's going to be the 5th best brawler in the meta. Let's hop into number 4. Alright guys, so moving on to the 4th best brawler currently inside of the meta, we have Bell. So Bell, even after the nerf, going to be such a strong brawler inside of the meta. I just realized we've got double mortis on our side, but yeah, even with the damage nerf, and I think it was only a damage nerf actually. There's obviously stop power one, I think, in the balance change before that, but even with these nerfs to Bell, just her overall mechanics are just so strong. And she's just going to be able to deal with literally like every single brawler in the game. She can deal with long range. She can deal with tanks really easily with her super. The gadgets can be really toxic, especially in game modes like Gem Grab and Bounty. It's just so strong. Just everything about it's so strong, especially the super. Like, it doesn't have like a timer on it. It just stays on the brawler forever. You're just going to get infinite value out of it, and it deals so much extra damage. So for me, for Bell to not be meta, I would probably put like a timer on the mark, or at least decrease the amount of damage that you do to that brawler or like the boss or something. It is just too much. You get too much value. As I said, like Belle just so strong mechanically right now. I'm kind of waiting again for this brawler to get some sort of nerf. She's been at the top of the meta ever since the release, and I don't see it stopping anytime soon. So we're going to be losing again there, but it doesn't really matter. Everyone knows how strong that Belle is right now. Let's hop into number 3. All right, guys, so jumping into the third best brawler currently inside of the game, we have Byron. So Byron right now is absolutely crazy. Whether he's down the lane, whether he's in the mid, he's just absolutely insane. The fact that you can just put him into so many different team combinations is just crazy. So I basically use Byron pretty much everywhere if he's not banned. I can think literally every single game mode. You can really put him into a combination. You can use him with aggro brawlers. You can use him with just like mid brawlers like a Piper, a Belle. He combines well with literally every single brawler inside of the game. Especially if you use melees as well. It means that if you literally splash anyone, you're going to be able to kill them pretty easily, right? Because it's going to stop their natural healing for such a long time. The Shelly is going to really aggro. Hopefully we can not concede here. But yeah, as I was saying, like in scrims right now, basically I'm just playing Byron 24/7 because how good he is against everything. He's one of those brawlers that don't really get countered by too much. I can't really think of many brawlers which he struggles against really. I think probably the biggest struggle, probably like brawlers like Sprout or just a Piper probably. That's going to be the best bet against him, or even like a Brock. But other than that, he can deal with literally everything, especially if you have your splash as well. You can go really aggro, so you get like a tap on a brawler like Spike or Crow, and then you have your splash. You're going to be able to just tap them once and splash them. It's just so easy to get the kill. So again, I'm going to just splash the Bull. It means he won't be able to heal up for a long time. Hopefully our Mortis is able to score there. I think he's got the angle there. No, he isn't, but yeah, I can just easily heal my lanes as well. They can just go up, win their lane, and Byron's just a much better version of Poco because he has that extra range. So yeah, it's kind of weird how he's been like power creeped up in the meta. Hasn't received any sort of buff for a long time. I think people just finally realizing the value of melees. I used to be melees' biggest hater, but I think Asia, I think it was Zeta, a team in Asia that actually kind of figured out how strong melees was, and then it kind of correlated over to our meta, and yeah, we kind of finally realized how strong this star power is. So 30 seconds left. We should be able to hold on for the win here. Let's see if we're able to get any value out of splash. I just love cycling the splashes. I don't know about you guys. Byron probably the most fun brawler for me to play. I just love his overall mechanics, and just getting like a couple of taps onto someone, getting that splash, just cycling over and over again, just allows for so many cool plays. So again, we've got this Shelly that's really weak here. Hopefully we can splash her in time. Okay, we just managed to save that one. A nice clear from Cole, and we should be able to finish off this game with a dub unless Mortis. Okay, yeah, he's able to get that. So that's going to be the third best brawler in the game right now. Let's hop into number 2. All right, guys, so jumping into the second best brawler currently inside of Brawl Stars, we have Brock. So I think Brock right now is absolutely insane. I feel like he's the most banned brawler right now. Other than Ashe, obviously he's going to be just absolutely insane, and people might think, well, his gadget isn't as broken as before, right? But the most broken thing about him is just obviously the explosion radius, but the fact that you can cycle supers over and over again, it just means you're going to break open the map so easily, and it just basically means that you can combine Brock with other brawlers, for example like a B, or just any type of other brawler that really thrives in an open map, and it just leads to countering so many different archetypes in the game. It's just so strong. Again, you don't really need to use your gadget to get kills anymore. You can just use it on the walls. So for example, I don't really care about getting the kill there. I'm just going to use the gadget on the wall, and then in the long run I'm going to be hitting shots way more than usual, and I should be able to cycle and get the map literally as open as possible. So again, I'm just going to use the gadget on this wall. You can just see already the amount of destruction I've done, and especially if you have like one more wall break, like I said earlier, like Stu for example, with his gadget, you're going to be able to open so much of the map up. So again, I'm going to use my super. Already got a few supers, even though I've not really done too much in this game, and I just find his normal attack as well the most infuriating thing in Brawl Stars right now, because you just can't dodge it. You really can't dodge it at a max range. It's so hard to do anything against this brawler. So the only positive really about it is that it isn't just a gadget brawler, but then I feel like he's better than he was before. Like, he literally is as strong as he's ever been, in my opinion, because now, like beforehand, like you used to use your gadgets, and then Brock was just a bad brawler, like you couldn't really use him. But now his gadget's still really good, and then his normal shot's good. It's just crazy how strong he is. Even with the amount of like nerfs, buffs. Like, he's been all over the place in the past few metas, but he's still thriving. Number 2 in the game right now. You just see, look at how open the map is, and I feel like I'm probably the only one that's really done most of its destruction. 4th rocket, also a really good pick now, because you're going to be consistently hitting those shots. Again, we're able to get another super. It just feels like you're going to get them infinitely right. We hit that Shelly there. We're going to hit that Ems there. And it's just absolutely insane. Hopefully, we can kill this Mortis. I was going to use supers to try and get this Mortis down. Come on, you know you want to die. Come on. I don't think we're going to be able to get a win here, but you probably got at least 5 supers, I reckon. At least 5 Mortis should be able to score here. We might be able to go to overtime. Okay, so this is where Brock's going to thrive as well. And I feel like he can beat every single long-range brawler as well, even though he has less range than like a Piper or like, I think, a Byron and other brawlers like that, Bell. It's just still just way more easier to hit shots with consistently. So going into overtime, it's lasting for a long while. I'd rather probably just lose at this rate. Again, another super for us. Should be able to get that Ems down. I have no ammo left, unfortunately, and that's, yeah, his ankles are going to get completely broken. So that's going to be the second best brawler in the game. Let's hop into number 1. Alright guys, so jumping into the best brawler in the game right now. No surprises right here. It is Ashe. So unfortunately, I'm only at like 170 trophies with Ashe, so not the highest gameplay, but I think you guys already know who number 1 was going to be. He's so OP, and especially with a healer behind him, there's not really too much that can take him down. You've probably seen me rage on live streams in Power League with like the Byron Ashe synergy, and you've probably seen already like in competitive, basically every single time Ashe is banned, because even when you counter him with brawlers like B, with brawlers like Crow, all these different brawlers that are supposed to counter him, in the long run with a healer behind him, there's just no stopping him. It's just so fast, being able to 2-shot so many different brawlers in the game. When you think you've finally killed him, he's going to be healing a lot of HP with his gadgets. Just so many different broken things about him. So yeah, even a bad Ashe like me would be able to do a lot on the field. So should be able to score here. I'm just spamming auto aim because we're at 200 trophies. We don't really need to try here. Hopefully we can get the quick game here. I thought I wouldn't need to explain too much as to why Ashe is so OP. So we should be able to walk up to the Ashe, get a super. And also, like, his super at first I didn't think was very good, but especially considering it can charge up your rage meter and also just waste ammo from single shot brawlers that counter Ashe really well. So the brawlers like Bell, brawlers like B that deal with him really well, it's going to actually help him counter his counters. So should be able to score here slowly, chipping these guys away. Bull's going to go in and stun, and we're going to be able to finish it off. So yeah, that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Hope you enjoyed this meta. Like, I don't think too much has really changed from the meta. Let me know what you think of my list in the comment section below. But yeah, that's going to be it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.